this herd. Magical stuff. Well, they've got a little bit sidetracked. But that's not to say that we are not going to see them try and get breakfast after this. Have a look on the right here quickly. The wildebeest are now all, having run away, they've all started moving back up towards the cheetah, keeping an eye on them. Imagine being the brave leader at the front, or I guess they're all taking turns, egging one another on. I really thought they would have caught one by the time we got here, when we were watching the commotion from a distance as we raced to get here. You can hear them all snorting. And they're getting closer and closer to these cheetahs. I'm guessing at the moment they're probably about 50 meters away. Be careful, wildebeest. These guys are not to be messed with. Well, aren't we so lucky to have already seen... Oh! Now, cheetah aren't good climbers, but they do try from time to time, so be ready to see this one come tumbling down the tree. Or possibly abort mission. Yeah, that's a better idea. Hello, Lily Lee. You'd like to know if D'Artagnan, the male with the collar, is always the one that leads the hunt? And no, he certainly is not. We thought that he was the kind of dominant male and the lead hunter when we first met him, but that was simply because we saw him make one of the first, or definitely the second kill we ever saw them take down. But it's definitely fair to say that they... Well, we're not sure out of the other four exactly who's been making kills, but I'm fairly certain they all kind of take turns depending on who's feeling energetic and hungry. But there could well be a dominant hunter, but we haven't worked out who that is just yet. The wildebeest have come as close as I think they're going to, and some of them are now thinking it's a bad idea and turning around and moving off. There we go. That gives you a good idea. And what will the cheetah do now? Are they going to lie down and relax, or are they going to continue to hunt? Hi Nancy, you'd like to know what is the logic between predators or prey animals approaching their predators, and I guess the saying, better the devil you know than that you don't, would be applicable. If you can see your threats and know about them, you can deal with them. And it's the same for us as humans a lot of the time. If you know about threats to your business or any threats to your family, you can deal with it. If you don't know about them, they can ambush you. And that's what predators very often need in order to be able to succeed. I need to turn the car a bit because I'm thinking this cheetah is going to give these wildebeest a bit of a chase, and if it does, we are not going to have got the right angle. Okay, this is better. What I've learned with these cheetahs, I haven't seen them often hunting big herds during the daylight hours like this. They usually do it after dark when they can create more confusion. But what we can expect to see is the cheetah almost running in like dogs. And once the wildebeest start running and the cheetahs start running in and amongst them, they can almost herd a youngster away or peel a youngster off, push a youngster away from the rest of the herd and take it down. So they may at any moment charge in and start hunting these wildebeest, not hugely dissimilar to a pack of wild dogs. What an awesome scene. Hello, Indiana Brian. I'm just going to move forward a little bit so we don't get left in the dust if they do in fact decide to chase. You would like to know what is the success rate of this coalition of cheetah, and in my presence and history with them, they've had almost 100% success rate. Whenever they've tried to catch something, they've succeeded. And that's why I was very surprised that we didn't see them on top of a wildebeest by the time we got you, because they'd been chasing them for quite some time, and I think they are about to launch another attack now. That one in the front is looking like it's raring to go. But they obviously just haven't singled out a youngster that they are comfortable to take down. It's not to say that they can't take down larger wildebeest. They have been known to take down bigger wildebeest, not just the youngsters. Let's keep moving. It's always tricky to know where to position the vehicle in situations like this, and we always want to be a bit sensitive. So this is how it starts. Once the herd start running and creating a little bit of chaos, that is when we can expect to see great things. I'm going to have to keep moving because I think these are the initial parts of the chase that will only start escalating in a short while, and once things do fully escalate, then I will stop the vehicle. Oh, it's such a toss-up as to what to do. Okay, this is it. I'm going to keep an eye on the others. You've got that one there. Perfect. The others, you're still on the best option for now. The others are all lagging behind. No joy, not enough chaos created. But they're trying, and they're hungry. And I'm very, very happy that we are here to be able to experience this. Like I said, this is a first for me to see them hunting a large herd like this in broad daylight. And it's proving a lot more tricky for them than it is when they hunt them at dusk or dawn. Okay, I need to keep moving. Oh, the other cheetah's going in there on the left. It's going charging in. Oh, it's going for the topi. Can you see the topi? Just put your head up onto the topi. The topi. It's coming straight away. But it's not over yet. They've got a lot of work still to do to subdue this topi. But I think now that all of them are on it, it is doomed. Let's see what happens here. How incredible was that? They saw the topi, it stood out from the rest, and they gunned it down. Well done there, Jar, on finally finding it. It's so tricky when there's so many predators in different areas to know where to put the camera, but you got in there just in time. Look at all the wildebeest coming and running in now. There's one cheetah just off to the right that's going to try and keep them at bay. And isn't it an incredible display of this topi's strength? It's taken 5 cheetah or 4 cheetah quite some time to subdue it, and it's still standing up. but I fear that it is just pure, like simply outpowered here, and outnumbered and overpowered rather. Whew. Phew. Well, wish I knew what my heart rate was. That was very, very exciting. And isn't it fascinating how quickly they managed to succeed after so nonchalantly walking around, having a look at the herds. They saw that opportunity, and I wonder if it was because the topi just stood out so much from the rest of the herd that they decided to attack it. I mean, it's not as big as a wildebeest, the topi, but certainly bigger than a young wildebeest, which there are a few of in this herd, but maybe it was just difficult for them to work out which one to go for. Now, are there any other predators that have been spying on this scene unfolding? Is a lion going to come charging in? Are some hyena going to come charging in? Only time will tell. Let's get a little bit closer though. Whew! Wow! Awesome stuff. Not for the topi, for the cheetah, of course. And for us, because to be in the right place at the right time to be able to witness something like that is very, very fortunate, and something that doesn't happen every day. So if this is your first live safari, you've got off to a very, very lucky start. One thing we have learned is that one individual is certainly the master of the coup de grace, and that is D'Artagnan. We were discussing earlier if he's the lead hunter, and no, he's not always the lead hunter, but almost every time we've come across them making kills, he is almost always the one who administers the chokehold, which he continues to do now as the others begin to feed. And this meal, provided it doesn't get stolen by any other predators, is going to provide these 5 boys with a wonderful, wonderful meal. So they're going to be nice and full-bellied after this. A lot of you are still in awe of what we've just witnessed, and yes, it certainly was a very exciting event. We've got a visitor coming onto the scene. If you just zoom out a bit more, there's an ostrich who's decided to come and spectate. So it's all happening here in the Masai Mara. Action unfolding everywhere, and this place is really one of a kind. The spectacles that we get to share and witness with you are quite something. Well done, D'Artagnan, on doing the hard work and putting this topi out of its misery as fast as you possibly could. It's a very, very windy day, so you can probably hear everything flapping around. And I'm very, very happy that we got to share that incredible action with you guys. But now we are going to be sending you off to Tristan, who's found another interesting animal.